Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. All right, it's another very beautiful Friday morning, and we're back with the predictions as usual. We'll take a look at football matches going on across the globe and make verdicts on these games. Using the recent results these teams had. Using those data, we'll come up with the best possible verdict for most of the matches. All right, that's what we'll do on a daily basis, and we could see that we've been doing it in recent times. We've been faring very well and, winning 100% of the games we predicted. We saw yesterday, we also saw the day before yesterday, we won everything that we predicted on this very channel, even yesterday's. All right. So congratulations to those of us who took part, on that very game. And, hopefully today we are going to repeat that wonderful success, and it keeps on going and going. All right. And remember, we also have our VIP channel where we'll put out games that are, that have that higher probability of coming out correctly. Also, we keep on winning on a regular basis on that VIP channel, VIP special. Do not, miss out on those ones. Also, do endeavor to join for a token. You can always find the link in the description of this very video. As anyway, you see, you know, join channel membership around this very video so that you also have access to those ones as well. For a very, 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 very small token. All right. With that said, we head to the business of today, and we start with the game in the Republic of Ireland, second division. It is called first division in the Republic of Ireland, where we have Cobh Ramblers who will be facing Harps. Okay, and we look at the Cobh Ramblers in the last 6 matches. They've only won 2 matches and 2 draws. They've also had 2 losses as well. And for their way side, Harps, they've won 2 games and a draw, but have lost 3 matches in the last 6 games. Okay, and when you look at how these two sides fare from home and away basis, you can see that the home side, Cobh Ramblers, does so very well from home, and they have won 8 matches and a draw in the last 10 home games that they have. They do so very well when playing from home. And for the away side, Harps, they've only had 2 victories and 3 draws in the last 10 away matches, but have lost 5 matches. Okay, 50% of the time they lose when they're playing from home. And the last away game they had was against Bray Wanderers, and they lost out on that very occasion by 3 goals to 2. But the home side, Cobh Ramblers, the last home game they had was against Sheffield United, and we saw them scoring 3 goals to 0 against Sheffield United on that very occasion, and they won. All right, the last time both teams met on head-to-head basis was actually it was Finham who played from home on that very occasion. That happened in July, and they played out the 2-2 draw on that very occasion. The last time Cobh Ramblers played from home was actually August, was actually April of this very year, and they won against Finham on that very occasion by 3 goals to 1. And from the results that we have here, each time Cobh Ramblers plays from home, they always deliver the results against this very side. So we're going with the home side at Cobh Ramblers to win outrightly in this one home win. That's all verdict, okay? And the next also in the same Islander first division, we'll have Athlone Town will be up against Wexford Youths. All right, when we look at Athlone Town, it's a very, very poor side this season. We could say the last 6 matches that they had have resulted to just 1 draw for them, and they've actually lost 5 matches in the last 6 games, okay? And for Wexford Youths, they've won 2 games and 2 draws. They've also lost 2 matches out of the last 6 matches that they have so far. And when you take a look at their performances from home and away basis, you see from home, the home side, Athlone Town have only managed to achieve 6 draws and 4 losses in the last 10 home matches. This side is a side I don't think that will be able to win a match, because in the last 20 games that they had, both home and away, they've not been able to win a single match. All right, from away, they actually had just 1 draw, but have lost 9 games in the last 10 away matches. So not a side that does so very well at all. The recent game that they had have shown that they are a very, very poor side. And when you look at the away side, Wexford, they've won 2 games and 3 draws, but have lost 5 games in the last 10 away matches that they had so far. And on head-to-head basis, it was a 0-0 draw. The last time both teams met. The last 2 times they met, it was actually draws. The other one was a 1-1 draw. And in this very one, we are expecting their away side, Wexford used to not lose. So we are double chancing their away side to either win or draw in this very encounter. That's what we're value for that very game. But we win or draw, that's what we expect. Okay. We head to the next for today. It is in Northern Ireland the championship, where we have Dundela who will be coming up against H&W Welders. All right, for Dundela, we could see that in the last 6 matches, it's just 2 draws. But they've lost 4 matches out of the last 6 games that they had. and H&W Welders, is a side who have actually gotten 4 victories and a draw, as well as just 1 loss in the last 6 matches that they had. And looking at how the sides fare from home and away basis, you can see that the home side, Dundela had 2 victories and 3 draws in the last 10 home games. They've lost 5 matches as well. And the away side, H&W Welders, winning 6 matches and a draw in the last 10 away games, and they've also had 3 losses. The last away game they had was against Limavady, and we saw them beating Limavady, but on that very occasion by 3 goals to 0 rather. And Dundela on the other had a draw against Institute, and they've not been faring well in recent games. All right, the last time they met, it was H&W Welders who actually won between the two sides, beating this very side by 2 goals to 1. And H&W Welders have actually been winning the last 3 matches that they had. Another thing to mention also is the fact that the last 10 meetings between the two sides produced over 2.5. That's to say, this is a fixture that's always saw 3 goals at the minimum each time both teams met. But I'm not going for goals here, but I'm expecting to see their way side, judging by the form of H&W Welders. I'm expecting them to win in this very encounter. We are going with their way side to win our shortly. That's all valid for that very one, okay? The next is in Slovenia second division. It is called Slovenia SNL, where we have a Gorica who will be up against Grosuplje. Pardon me about the name out there, but when we look at Gorica, they have had just 1 win and 2 draws, losing 3 matches, and for their side, Grosuplje winning 6 games in the last 6 matches that they had. All right, when you take a look at how they fared from home and away basis, we see the home side having 3 victories and 2 draws in the last 10 home matches. That's Gorica, and the away side, Grosuplje winning 6 games and a draw, also losing 3 matches in the last 10 away games. As a matter of fact, the last 5 away games they had saw them winning all those 5 away matches. Okay, this is a side that is in fine form at the moment, their away side. And the last time both teams met, it was their away side who actually won. That was May of this very year. They won against Gorica by 2 goals to 1 from away, and now they're playing from away once again, and we are expecting them to also achieve a good result here and win our short leg. So we are going with the away side to win. That's all valid for that very game. Okay, all right. And also the last game for today is in Premier League under 21, where we have Derby County under 21 will be coming up against Arsenal under 21. For Derby County under 21, they've been in poor form in recent time, having drawn just 1 match and losing 5 games in the last 6 matches. But at which side, Arsenal under 21 have won 3 games and a draw. They've also lost 2 matches in the last 6 games that they have so far. And when you look at how they fared from home and away basis, Derby County under 21 have won 2 games and 2 draws. They've also lost 6 matches in the last 10 home matches that they had. The last 2 home games they had was against Birmingham and Leicester City, and they lost all those 2. And when you look at Arsenal under 21, on the other hand, the last 10 away games that they had have seen them winning 3 and drawing 2, but have also lost 5 games. The last away game was against Newport, and they won by 2 goals to 1. All right, even though the last time both teams met was a 2-2 draw, I will be going with the away side that Arsenal under 21 to win out shortly. I will win. That's all verdict. And that will conclude for us today on BetCraft. Wish you the very best of luck and hope to get goals going. Remember that other games that we have will be on our VIP special group, or putting out some of those games that are having that higher likelihood of coming out correctly. All right, go endeavor to join, and always find the link in the description of this very video, as well as anywhere you see join channel membership around this very video. Okay, with that said, we'll come back tomorrow for with our predictions. Definitely, remember to play responsibly. These are football matches. Sometimes other factors can come in, and then you may not get the desired result. But we expect to have a very wonderful day. All right, but till tomorrow, keep winning.